Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you another Kingdom chapter review, chapter number 647, Activity at Kanan. Now, in the previous chapter, we left at Riboku basically breaking down and Kaine doing the same. Kaine trying to leave, but Riboku telling her to stay, and it was a pretty sad scene. And you see, I'm not the guy who ships different characters in different series, but the last chapter, everybody was going wild. I mean, of course, the moment where the previous chapter ended was certainly intense. This chapter actually begins with Kaine rushing out of the tent and actually embarrassed. We get a short, funny little inner monologue of Kaine thinking, was that hug she gave Riboku weird or should she be actually happy? And all that stuff. It was certainly funny. Now come in Banaji, Sunshuiju, and Fute. Let me say this, Banaji looks even more badass with his eye gone. And Sunsuiju, of course, looks as cold as ever. Now, Riboku comes out to meet them, and actually, he looks a bit better than before. And I guess he actually needed that hug. I mean, it shows how he's human too, right? I mean, until now, we've seen him like an immovable, unstoppable force, but at the end of the day, even he could be stopped and even he can go depressed. Banaji mentions that too, but Sun Suiju actually comes to the point. He mentions that they just basically disobeyed the king's decree, clashed with the troops, and even smuggled Ka out of the city. So they're basically the rebels. And if Kin wasn't actually on the asses of Kantan, then these people would have been in an even worse situation, considering how Sei had to deal with shit in the first arc. Now, Shinsuju mentions there are three options available for them. One is surrender to the Kantan and just accept their punishment, and the second one is just run as far as they can. And the third option is basically lay siege to Kantan, kill the king, kill Kakukai, and just put Ka on the throne. Now, he also mentions an alternative to the third plan, but before that, let me just mention like, I understand patriotism and everything, right? But you're basically fucked. So, why don't you just go to Say and offer him a good deal? Like, he obviously wants to rule all over China, so let's just say he takes over Zhao, but he still needs someone to rule over it. So make a deal like we'll look after Zhao, and whenever you need to conquer another state or whatever you want, we'll help you. Basically, it would mean like the Zhao as a country is dead, but its people will still prosper and not suffer under, bullshit regime that's already ruling it. And I understand ancient China and all that pride, honor, and patriotism. Yeah, fine. But this is an alternative. Sensuiju actually has another alternative than me, and that's just make Ribuku the king instead of Ka. But of course, we know how Riboko is just super, super loyal. Otherwise, he would have done a lot of shit with Tojo himself. But if he didn't do anything then we know he won't do anything now. So, as we expect, Riboko even dismisses the plan of a rebellion and even putting Ka as the king because it would be unjust and unfair to the public, and they would never consider them the true rulers. And of course, he also mentions that he never has any intentions of becoming the king himself. So Riboko actually says that yes, they actually have to run away for this time and hide, but it won't be like a last resort because they can't do anything. It would just be to buy time and just hope that Kantan takes them back because they can't crush Kin anymore. And Banaji even mentions that it would take them 1 year to just crawl back to Reboku and ask for help. And this could be a foreshadowing, like, Kantan actually can withstand Quinn's attacks for 1 year. And that, certainly is a bit impressive, I guess. And now people ask Reboku where are they gonna hide because they have nowhere else to go. And finally, Reboku actually mentions Shiba Show, and we were actually expecting Shiba Show to show up in the previous chapter because Reboku told Ka that they were going to his friend's city for protection, and we thought that was Shiba Show. I don't know why Ka can't stay at Sibasho's place, but I guess there's some reason. So Riboko mentions that they're gonna stay for a while at Shibasho's place and build their strength and come even stronger. So, as a lot of people predicted, things are gonna be stalemated for a while and nothing's gonna happen, and the focus is gonna shift towards another state, and that is actually what's happening. Because surprisingly, the Kantan army is stalemating the Ocean army and, fortifying all the cities and making all the right moves. And actually, everybody is surprised as Kakukai suddenly is so competent that he's not defeating or outsmarting him, but at least he's defending properly. And everybody is like, whoa, how is Kakukai doing this shit? And obviously, he's just following whatever Riboku told him when Riboku was in prison. And well, Kakukai isn't sharing that information with somebody else. So yeah, I guess he's the smartest dude in Zao right now. So I guess the notion of Kakukai working for either Osen or Kin is out of the picture. Now time is passing by, it's the next year and nothing is basically happening, and suddenly, we get this small crumb, like this small pop-up box where Hara mentions that this is the year where China is gonna see a huge war between three states. Whoa! And we don't get any information more than that. Like, yo, come on, man. You can't tease us like that. I mean, Oda and Hara, man, these guys know what they're doing, alright? But before that, we get an information that this year, before all these huge war announcements and whatever, there's gonna be a huge incident that's recorded in history. And what's that incident, you ask? Well, as the royal court of Kanyo is concerned about what's gonna happen next in Zhao, Mr. Shi suddenly comes barging in, and you can see this man is like sweaty and nervous. I mean, it's classic Mr. Shi. I understand that, but well, he goes to say and asks him to come out a bit to talk some important matters. Sei and Shogun Kun goes out with Mr. Shi to discuss these matters, and what is this matter? Well, everybody's extremely favorite, the man, the myth, the legend, Ryufu is making a move again. Like, oh man, come on, dude, like again, this dude, oh fuck. He's gathering the remnants of State of I and several rebellions. Basically, all of the people who were against Kanyo and Sei and all of them. And this just, this is just again a weird as fuck shit from Ryufu, and I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to expect. I mean, Hara mentions that there's gonna be a huge incident. So, I don't know. Again, it's just mind boggling to see from this man again and again and again and again. So, yeah, I guess we're gonna see. To be continued. So, well, that's all there is for this video, and it's certainly a great chapter with different twists and shit. And let's see what's up with Ryufu, and which three states are gonna actually fight, and is it actually gonna be like a three-way fight, or is it again gonna be like a bitch move that two states combine their forces to fight Chin, because apparently they're the only force, nobody even cares about Chu. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen next. So, well, if you think the video is good, then like, share, subscribe. So I'll appreciate all of that, and until next time, peace.